Good evening, everyone. I am Miss Thornton and I am back with another video. I am a future educator and today I will be giving you all an outlook and specific details about the Flint Cooter assessment that I assessed to one of my students while I was doing my observation hours. And so the student I had her name was Jury. She's a 4th grade student, and Jury was able to read a 4th grade level passage. She was able to read 121 words per minute, and that is very good and very good standing for Jury. For 3rd grade and 4th grade, she was placed and ranked in the 90th percentile, which is excellent because she's above average, meaning that she's above the 50th percentile. So that is very good. But however, I want to help Jury increase her amount of words that she reads per minute, because as I noticed while she was reading the 4th grade level passage, she was constantly repeating words such as most and ever. Now those are simple words. They are high frequency words, which are words that are mostly found in text. So the lesson plan that I'll be detailing and explaining to you all today will help Jury increase her amount of words per minute, as she will learn to read her sight words or her high frequency words accurately and automatically. That will help improve and increase her words that she reads per minute. So I have a lesson plan that I've created for Jury that will help her, and I will be observing the component fluency, and this is one of the science of reading components. Fluency is one of the science of reading components, so that's how it kind of ties into the science of reading. But I would also give you all details on how it connects at the end of this lesson. So I chose fluency standard 3rd grade. So although this is a 3rd grade standard, it is something that will continue to help Jury, because this is something that she specifically needs instruction and further assistance in. So I chose fluency standard 3.12. Read high frequency words commonly found in grade appropriate text accurately and automatically. So that is the goal. We want Jury to be able to read these high frequency words accurately and automatically, so the next time that she reads, she won't be repeating them or stumbling on them. She'll be able to keep progressing to increase the amount of words that she reads per minute. So by the end of the lesson, students will be able to read high frequency words found in grade level text accurately and automatically. So I will begin my lesson by introducing the definition of high frequency word along with a list of high frequency words. So here's an example. I have my high frequency word list, and here are just some common high frequency words. I mean, I will have a list of more words, but here are some that I just thought of off the top of my head. I have most and ever, and these are the first 2 ones that I noticed that she kept repeating. I have as, the, and, it's, every, between, and them. So I will introduce a list. And high frequency word, what are high frequency words? High frequency words are the words that are mostly found in the text that you are reading. And I will pass out a list of high frequency words to the students and add the words to the word wall. So I will use strips like these, and then I will have a pocket on my wall. So I noticed that Jury missed the words most and ever. Well, she didn't miss them, but she kept repeating them and rereading them. So I specifically write the words most and ever. So I have most and ever, and I will put these in my pockets on my word wall so that her and other students will be able to refresh their memory of these words when they're reading, and always have these words as a review to help them learn them, so that when they read text, they will be able to know them, and their mind will cognitively think of them and critically think of them as they read, so that their reading will flow smoothly, accurately, and automatically. That's the goal, accurately and automatically. So the core of my lesson, I would say teachers and students will read a grade level passage. So I will pass out a passage or put it on my Promethean board, a grade level passage, which will be a 4th grade level passage. Students will highlight or underline the high frequency words in the passage. So as we read, I will have students annotating and highlighting every high frequency word that they come across while reading. At the end of the reading, the students will compose the list of all the high-frequency words used in the text and read the list about 3 times. So students will, every word that they see that they've highlighted in the past, they will create a list like the one that I created, and I'll have them read this list 3 times so that they can plug the words into their brain and help them read them automatically and accurately, so that they will engage in that practice so that they can remember those words. My closure activity, I said that students will create a story using high frequency words from the list. So I've incorporated reading and writing. So after students engage in the reading, they will begin writing their own and composing their own writing so that they can have practice and exposure and engage with the high frequency words on their own. And of course, at the end, students will read the story that they've created to their peers or to me, the teacher. So materials I've used, I've stated a Promethean board. We have our high frequency word presentation, word wall, paper, highlighter, pencil, grade level text. Assessments. Students will demonstrate their knowledge through a running record, which is kind of like what Jury performed when she did the Flint Cooler assessment. I gave her a running record. So that will be extra practice for her, and that's how she will be assessed based off her understanding of the high frequency word. I will give her a running record of a grade level text, and I will give her a running record, or the students a running record of a Dolch or Fry word list assessment. And the Dolch or Fry word list assessment is literally a list of most commonly of the high frequency words. So students will have a running record reading these words in 1 minute. So they will something like this. You have a minute, you will say most, ever, as, the, and, every between them. You will read them fast to see how many words that you can read on the list in a span of 1 minute, or how many times you can read the list in 1 minute. Students will be timed 1 minute to read the words accurately and automatically. And I say the word wall is truly effective as it serves as a reminder for future references. If students need extra practice and support, the teacher will provide students with extra activities such as high frequency word games, or I will give them something like handouts or something to help them kind of engage with the word. My strategy, I did whole group instruction. I did core reading, whole group instruction tied in as I introduced the lesson and the students had their attention on me. My core reading as I passed out the passage and we read it together, or the students read with their partner or together as a class the passage as they annotated and highlighted all the high frequency words that were used. They engaged in some independent work and creative writing as they worked on their own and created their own stories. And students were also assessed. So that's how I would do my fluency lesson. I feel like this lesson is very effective. It will help Jury read these words. When she comes across these words, the next time she reads the passage, she will not be stumbling and repeating them. She will know them. Okay, I know this word. Most, ever, as, the, in. She will know these basic words, and she will begin to read accurately and automatically. So I think that my lesson plan is very effective. I feel like it will definitely help Jury improve her words that she reads per minute, because she will not have to stumble over these high frequency words. She'll begin to know them because she's had repeated practice with these words. And she won't second guess herself because, like I said, she's read these words plenty of times. She's had practice, extensive practice with these words. So they're plugged into her brain. So then when she comes across it, she'll be able to just read it, and keep going. And that was one of my lessons. And another thing Jury had needed to work on was her inferential level of comprehension. As I asked her comprehension questions, she was able to give me literal information, but she was not really able to give me inferential. So I would help her to make inferences and draw conclusion, and to think of the many perspectives such as first person, second person, third person limited, third person omniscient. Think of all these perspectives after and when she's reading. I would give graphic organizers, handouts, teach a lesson on making inferences and things of that nature to help Jury use her inferential level knowledge, because she has that literal level, but I need her to have that inferential level to read between the lines and make emphasis and think about different perspectives of what she's reading.